Hi everyone, welcome to Rowan's Weekly. My name is Rowan Fisher and I'm the managing lawyer of the Immigration Division at Osuji and Smith Lawyers. Something I wanted to talk about today is the incredible increase in refugee claims that are being made across Canada. The reasons for this, as we know, is that people are getting very scared about having to leave Canada because their temporary permits are expiring or because they're no longer eligible to apply for permanent residencies, or they just can't find a path on their own. Refugee status is a very, very unique application. Making a claim for refugee status is for people who are seeking refuge in Canada from persecution and harm in their home countries. This process is already a long process in the sense that you make a basis of claim, you then months, sometimes 6 months or more, later get an eligibility interview with the Canadian Border Services Agency. Then you have to wait for your hearing, and in between that time period, which could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be more, you put together documentation to support a claim. And that claim is for refuge in Canada. What's happening at the moment is that when people are making these applications and they are not actually needing asylum in Canada, they don't need the protection of Canada, it's just going to clog up the system. And at the end of the day, the refugee application is going to be refused. The claim is going to be refused. And that person will then need to leave Canada anyway. So some people are thinking or being told that these applications are going to keep them in Canada. Well, it might do so for a short period of time, but it may, I lost my earring. It may do so for a short period of time, but it's not going to do it for a long period of time. It's only going to allow someone to stay in Canada for the period from which they are making the refugee claim. So don't make a refugee claim if you don't need to make one. If you are not a refugee, if you are not an asylum seeker, if you are not being persecuted in your home country or facing harm from others inside your own country, all it is doing is clogging up an already really overburdened system. There are only so many people to decide these refugee claims. There are only so many people who can be minister's counsel on these refugee claims. And what it's actually doing is preventing real refugees, people who actually need this safety and security in Canada from harm, from being able to make a refugee claim in a timely manner. Now, what wouldn't surprise me is if the federal government in the coming months make very strong restrictions on who can make refugee claims and who cannot. And the reason for this is going to be because the system is so overburdened by people making refugee claims. So please come see us, come have a consultation, come talk about your immigration path. What is the situation you're in? Can we help? Can we find another way to keep you in Canada? Please come and talk to us. We look forward to helping you, and thank you and all the best for the new year.